Alcantara headliner, real carbon fiber door inlays, and full Cognac leather front to back on a Silverado LTZ. Chevy just drew a line directly through the Ram 1500 Limited's interior argument and dared buyers to look away. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this Silverado doesn't just narrow the interior quality gap with the Ram 1500 Limited, it eliminates it in a way that's going to force Ram's product team into a response they weren't planning for this model cycle. There's one material decision inside this cabin that no production Silverado at any trim level has made before, one that directly answers the complaint keeping GM buyers from staying inside the Silverado ecosystem. I'll get there. And is an LTZ badged Silverado at this specification actually worth its price against a Ram 1500 Limited? My answer requires context the sticker price doesn't provide. We're covering the interior, the exterior engineering, and the powertrain, and the origin of the Silver Storm brief. That didn't start in a design studio. It started in a customer satisfaction report. And what that report said changes how you read everything visible in these images. Here's the most significant decision in this truck, and it isn't the Cognac leather, and it isn't the quilted seats. It's the Alcantara headliner and upper door panel treatment. Alcantara on a production Silverado is a materials tier decision that places this cabin squarely in a competitive bracket it has never occupied before. Ram's 1500 Limited uses soft-touch upper panels. Ford's F-150 Platinum uses genuine leather. This Silverado is using Alcantara, a microfiber composite that costs more per square meter than either material at volume, and applying it across the headliner, A-pillar transitions, and upper door panels simultaneously. My opinion, this is the most consequential interior materials upgrade GM has delivered on a Silverado in 20 years because it closes a perception gap that dealer-level upgrades and trim shuffles have never actually resolved. Speculative tech number 1. Acoustic frequency splitting. Alcantara's dense microfiber weave absorbs mid- and high-frequency sound energy rather than reflecting it. Combined with the mass damping effect of the leather surfaces below, the two-layer material strategy creates a passive frequency split acoustic system without adding conventional foam insulation mass. The result is a quieter cabin at highway speed without the weight penalty. The materials tell you where this truck is positioned. The full cabin execution is where that position has to be earned across every surface and every surface transition. The Cognac leather runs from the front buckets to the second row without interruption. The same leather color, the same perforated seat centered treatment, the same hexagonal quilting pattern throughout. That consistency is more difficult and more expensive to execute at volume than using different materials front to rear, which is what most trucks do at this price point. When the front and rear cabins read as a single designed space rather than two separate zones, that's a pre-production coordination decision that signals real intent. The hexagonal quilting on the seat inserts is the detail most reviewers will miss the significance of. Each hexagonal cell creates an independent micro-compression zone. When seating pressure is applied, the cells deform independently rather than uniformly, distributing body weight more evenly than a flat or diamond-quilted surface. For anyone who's done a 3-hour drive in a standard Silverado LTZ and felt the pressure concentrate at the same 2 points by the end, that design change is felt before it's understood. Speculative tech 2. The carbon fiber door inlay strip carries embedded capacitive sensors that detect temperature and moisture on the panel surface and precondition the HVAC system accordingly before driver input. The engineering rationale, surface sensing preconditioning, solves that lag at the material level. Where I think they've left room to improve, the infotainment surround, while clean, doesn't carry the same material quality as the door panels and seat surfaces. At this specification level, a surround that better integrates the screen into the Alcantara and leather material language would complete the cabin argument more convincingly. The interior makes a case that experienced buyers will feel within the first 10 minutes. But the origin of why Chevy committed to this level of specification and what forced that commitment is what makes the exterior section land differently. Here's what I can tell you now. The Silver Storm program reportedly originated from a 2023 customer satisfaction analysis that identified one specific finding. Silverado LTZ buyers who left the GM ecosystem cited interior material quality, not powertrain, not technology, not ride quality, as their primary reason for not returning. The brief had one directive: close the gap definitively, not incrementally. The Alcantara headliner is the most visible result of that directive. What's happening at the exterior and under the hood is going to show you how far that brief actually extended. Start at the front. The angular LED headlight signature sits within a grille opening that's sized for genuine thermal management at sustained tow loads, not styled to look large. The raised hood character line isn't a styling exercise. It channels airflow from the front fascia toward the base of the windshield, reducing lift pressure on the hood at highway speed on a vehicle this tall and this heavy. The black fender flares accommodate the extended track width required by the large footprint mud terrain tires without looking like they were added from an accessory catalog. The panel gaps are factory tight. At the rear, the LED taillight geometry runs in an L configuration on each corner, a lighting signature that's both distinctive and functional, placing brake light surface area in the driver's peripheral line of sight from following vehicles in both vertical and horizontal planes simultaneously. Overall length in crew cab short box configuration runs approximately 231 inches on a 147-inch wheelbase. Ground clearance with this suspension specification sits approximately 9.8 inches. Design verdict? This exterior holds because the functional elements, hood airflow management, fender accommodation, lighting geometry, are specified for operational reasons, not visual ones alone. Now the powertrain. The 6.2-liter Ecotec 3 V8 in Silver Storm specification delivers 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque through the 10-speed automatic. Context: the Ram 1500 Limited with the 5.7-liter Hemi produces 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. The Silverado leads on both figures. More relevant is how that torque arrives. The 6.2's curve is broader through the 2,000 to 4,500 RPM range, which is where daily driving and loaded towing actually lives. Speculative tech number 3, predictive trailering mode. The system detects trailer connection at the hitch, reads tongue weight automatically, and pre-adjusts transmission shift points, suspension targets, and brake bias before the driver has left the driveway. Current trailer systems require manual mode selection. This system calibrates independently. For anyone who's pulled out of a boat ramp and felt the truck hunt for the right gear on the first grade, this is the engineering fix for that specific moment. The powertrain numbers make the performance case. The verdict is where the full backstory and the financial picture have to stand together. Now, here's what I actually think, and I'm going to be completely straightforward with you. That material decision no production Silverado has made before? It's the Alcantara headliner and upper door treatment applied simultaneously across the same cabin. Ram's interior team has used suede elements selectively. GM committed the entire upper cabin zone to a single premium material at the same time they put Cognac leather on every seating surface, front to rear. That level of material commitment on a non-Denali, non-high country Chevy platform is exactly what the customer satisfaction report demanded, and it's delivered without compromise. Pricing for the Silverado LTZ Silver Storm in this specification lands between $72,000 and $84,000 depending on drivetrain and options, which positions it directly against a Ram 1500 Limited at $74,000 to $88,000. For what a base Ram Limited costs, you're getting more horsepower, more torque, a more cohesive interior material story from front seat to rear bench, and a cabin that competes on material quality with vehicles costing $20,000 more. On depreciation, LTZ Silverados with documented off-road and luxury package combinations have historically held residual value within 4% of comparable Ram Limited trims over 5-year windows. On maintenance, the 6.2 Ecotec 3 runs the same service schedule as the 5.3, with the only additional variable being premium fuel at fill-up, which experienced V8 buyers already factor in. Here's the call. If interior material quality has kept you out of a Silverado for the last 2 purchase cycles and you've been settling for Ram or stepping up to a Denali to fill that gap, the Silverstorm is the truck Chevy should have built 3 years ago. It's here now. If the Ram nameplate carries personal history that material quality alone won't overcome, that's a legitimate reason to stay. But on specification for specification, at this price point, the Silverstorm is the strongest interior value in the full-size half-ton segment right now. At the open, I said Chevy drew a line through the Ram 1500 Limited's interior argument. Having walked the full picture, the Alcantara decision, the customer satisfaction origin, the predictive trailering system, that line isn't drawn in frustration. It's drawn with a very specific material specification that answers a very specific buyer complaint. And it holds. I genuinely love your perspective, especially if you've owned a Silverado LTZ or crossed over to a Ram Limited for the interior. Drop it below. And if you want to see this go head-to-head against the Ram 1500 Limited in a direct comparison, that video is right here. If this kind of real, no-nonsense automotive analysis is what you're looking for, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.